Remy Ma is not pretending anymore. That much is clear. For a long time, people believed her marriage was unshakable. It was presented as strong, loyal, and almost untouchable. Fans admired it. Blogs praised it. Social media treated it as proof that real love still existed in hip-hop. But now, that picture looks very different. Recently, Remy Ma went live and said very little, yet somehow said everything. There was no yelling, no crying, no long emotional speech. She looked straight into the camera and delivered one calm sentence that shook the internet. "What's understood doesn't need to be explained." That line spread fast. Within minutes, people were replaying the clip, analyzing her tone, her facial expression, even the way she tilted her head. Some viewers felt she was quietly confirming the end of her marriage. Others believed she was simply protecting her privacy. The debate exploded. The question everyone keeps asking is simple. Is this a woman signing divorce papers? Or is this a queen refusing to step down from her throne? For weeks, the public expected chaos. Rumors claimed that Papoose had stepped outside the marriage. The internet prepared for a dramatic response. Many people predicted she would go live angry, calling names, exposing secrets, and defending herself the way celebrities sometimes do when their relationships fall apart in public. But that did not happen. Instead, Remy appeared calm, focused, almost businesslike. She spoke about scripts filling her inbox. She mentioned television ideas, documentaries, and movie projects. She talked about building her own network and expanding her brand. She sounded like someone closing deals, not someone falling apart. That calm reaction confused people. When the internet smells drama, it expects tears and explosions. It expects pain to be performed. It expects someone to go off. When that does not happen, viewers feel unsettled. Silence makes people uncomfortable, especially when they are waiting for spectacle. During one live session, a supporter commented that they had been defending Remy online, arguing with strangers in comment sections and fighting on her behalf. Remy stopped them immediately. "Don't argue with them crazy people," she said. The way she delivered that sentence mattered. She did not sound angry. She sounded certain, like someone who had already processed the situation privately and no longer felt the need to debate it publicly. That is when the narrative shifted. Instead of looking like a woman losing her marriage, she began to look like someone who had already accepted whatever reality exists behind closed doors. She did not beg for sympathy. She did not ask for support. She did not insult anyone. She simply refused to participate in public chaos. And that kind of silence can be powerful. People started comparing her current body language to older videos from years ago, when she faced public pressure and appeared visibly upset. This time felt different. There was composure in her face. There was controlled energy in her voice. She looked steady. Some viewers interpreted that as strength. Others wondered if it was emotional armor. Then came another interesting detail. Remy mentioned that she was scheduled to perform during NBA All-Star Weekend in Los Angeles. That is a major platform, a huge audience, heavy press coverage, bright lights. But at the last minute, it did not happen. She talked about it casually, as if it were no big deal. However, fans immediately started asking questions. Major performances do not disappear without a reason. Did she step back on purpose? Was there a scheduling conflict? Or was there something deeper connected to her personal situation? Nobody has confirmed anything. Still, people connect dots quickly online. If she had taken that stage, the media would have asked personal questions. Reporters might have pressed her about her marriage. Cameras would have zoomed in on her expression. Every lyric would have been examined for hidden meaning. Perhaps she decided she did not want to perform happiness while dealing with private pain. Maybe skipping the event was not a loss. Maybe it was a choice. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose were presented as a symbol of loyalty. He supported her during her prison sentence. He proposed publicly. They married. They shared their story on reality television. Their relationship became part of their brand. That brand had value. It brought bookings, interviews, and endorsements. Fans believed in it. But brands can crack when trust cracks. Over time, rumors about trouble in their marriage began to grow. Whispers turned into online discussions. Discussions turned into alleged receipts and screenshots. For nearly 2 years, speculation has floated around without clear confirmation. Through all of that, Remy has said very little. It is important to remember that Remy rebuilt her life after prison. She worked hard to restore her career. She fought to be taken seriously again. She rebuilt her reputation step by step. That kind of journey changes a person. It creates resilience, but it also creates caution. If the person she trusted most allegedly created instability, that could shift her perspective deeply. Betrayal, if true, does not just hurt feelings. It changes how someone moves in the world. It changes how they trust. It changes how they plan. Instead of arguing online, she pivoted toward business. She has been developing her own streaming platform, often referred to as the Remy Network. She described it as commercial-free, subscriber-supported, and focused on original content. She spoke like a CEO reviewing projects, not like a heartbroken spouse explaining relationship drama. While blogs focused on her marriage, she focused on infrastructure. That difference stands out. When people expect emotional breakdowns and receive business updates instead, it changes the power dynamic. Suddenly, she does not look like someone reacting. She looks like someone redirecting. Financial independence plays a major role here. When a person builds their own platform, they control their own revenue. They do not depend on joint branding or relationship-based marketing. They are not tied to a narrative that requires 2 people to function. That freedom matters. It allows choices without fear of losing stability. Some internet detectives pointed out that no official divorce documents have been publicly shown. In an age where many people share everything instantly, that silence feels intentional. There are several possibilities. The divorce could be finalized privately. It could be in progress. It could be delayed for personal reasons. Or the marriage might still legally exist while emotionally ending behind the scenes. No one outside their circle truly knows. What stands out is that Remy does not appear rushed. She moves like someone who has already made peace with her decision. Her calm does not feel accidental. It feels settled. At the same time, behind strength, there may be exhaustion. Not the kind that sleep fixes. The kind that comes from years of public scrutiny, rebuilding a life, protecting a child, and managing expectations. She is not just a public figure. She is a mother. She is someone who has faced prison, criticism, and career setbacks. That history shapes how she handles new storms. When she says, "Don't argue with them," it sounds less like dismissal and more like a boundary. She seems to understand that defending herself against strangers drains energy better used elsewhere. Social media often demands emotional performances from women. When relationships fall apart publicly, audiences expect crying videos, detailed explanations, and tell-all interviews. Pain becomes content. Vulnerability becomes entertainment. Remy refused that role. Instead of sharing heartbreak, she shared business plans. Instead of exposing private details, she expanded her brand. That choice challenges expectations. The larger lesson may not be about one marriage. It may be about privacy in a culture that demands constant access. For years, couples have monetized their relationships. They turned love into content, built brands around partnership, and allowed cameras into intimate spaces. But when those relationships struggle, the audience feels entitled to updates. Perhaps Remy is rejecting that contract. Maybe she no longer feels obligated to explain her personal life to strangers who only know a small part of the story. Her calm could be strategy. It could be healing. It could be both. There is also the possibility that she mentally left the marriage long before the public caught on. Sometimes emotional separation happens quietly before legal paperwork follows. By the time others notice tension, the person involved may already be at peace. The NBA All-Star cancellation adds intrigue, but intrigue is not evidence. Without confirmation, everything remains speculation. What feels clearer is that Remy is building something separate from relationship identity. The Remy Network represents independence. It represents control. It represents ownership. When someone creates their own platform, they are not begging for seats at other tables. They build their own table. That shift matters. Observers often confuse silence with weakness. But silence can signal resolution. When someone stops arguing, sometimes it means they are done convincing. The story is not over. More details could emerge. Divorce papers could appear. Statements could be released. Or things could remain quiet and private. Right now, what people see is a woman choosing dignity over drama. Whether that calm hides pain or reflects strength, only she knows. The internet will continue to debate. Some will say she is unbothered. Others will insist she is pretending. But none of us live inside her home. None of us feel what she feels. What we can see is this: she is working. She is expanding her business. She is protecting her peace publicly, even if privately she has faced difficult emotions. Maybe that is the real message. You do not owe the world a performance of your pain. You do not have to explain every chapter of your life to strangers. You can choose silence. You can choose growth. You can choose focus. And sometimes, when someone says, "What's understood doesn't need to be explained," they are not being mysterious. They are simply done arguing. Whatever the final outcome of her marriage may be, Remy Ma appears determined to move forward on her own terms.